Good morning everyone, I'm back. I am heading up towards Bournemouth today for the Tolpuddle Martrys weekend. I'll be picking up one of my friends, Uday Bande, along the way, and we'll probably get a bite to eat as well because, you know, early start and no breakfast. But I'll be keeping this video diary just going, and you know, I was there last year and it was great fun. I learned a hell of a lot, and I learned all about the trade union movement as well as the Tolpuddle Martrys. Hopefully this year I'll be able to get some better interviews done, and more importantly, when uploading them, YouTube was not going to screw me around. Alright guys, I'll leave you to it. I'll catch up with you soon. Alright guys, so me and Uday have now arrived at the Mercure Hotel in Bournemouth, and this is going to be a fun one, so gonna get in there, get things sorted out. As you can see, delivery riders are starting early here. I'm gonna get in there, let's check it out, and I will also be doing my hotel review as well, so yeah, let's have some fun. Alright, got in here straight away, just heading up to doing some union duty straight away with Paul Reynolds at the moment, and yeah. Also got members of the Equality Committee with me as well, so this is going to be good fun. Let's get out there and see what happens today. So that was a really interesting drive that me and Uday experienced. We survived it, you know. We thought it was going to crash a couple of times, but hey, what can we say? You know, if there's no cars in front of you, you can't crash into anything. That's Paul Reynolds driving, huh?
That's it, yeah. He nearly tried a couple of times to crash in.
So we're going to be getting out there now, and what we're going to do is join the Osdor tent. I think there's a campaign that we're running today. Do you remember what it was?
National Retail Trade.
National Retail Trade, Retail Day. So yeah, so anyone who works in retail, we're here out there to represent them. So yeah, it's going to be fun. And right, as you can see right there, is the stand. So let's go out there and have some fun. I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. Hi guys, I'm back. Yes, I do love my videos, and guess what I've seen here again? Amazing, amazing people.
Switch it off.
So yeah, I've just found out that the actual Tolpuddle Festival has been cancelled because of the high winds and bad weather conditions. What do you guys feel about that?
Good.
There we go. Always happy as ever.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it, you know.
Yeah.
But, what can we do? Health and safety.
Yeah, of course. So let's see what happens, and yeah, night out.
But
See you
we
soon.
still enjoy ourselves, though.
Oh, she's got the spirit. We will still enjoy ourselves.
Yes, and make sure we recruit more of them.
Keep trying it. There we go. Yeah. Remember, join the union. Alright guys, catch up with you later. Alright guys, I'm back, and I'm with some very wonderful ladies and Uday as well. So let's go. So basically we're here, we're just at this thing which is looking to fly away sooner or later when the winds pick up, and when it does, I will be there to capture it. So I'm with Brooke as well, who's with Academy 1. Brooke, how are you finding things?
Yeah, no, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah. What better job is there than telling people their rights?
That's a good way of putting it. Very political answer there. And
Hi, I'm Angela.
Angela.
Yes, I agree. What better way is there to tell people what they're entitled to?
yeah,
And I'm Jenny.
Jenny. And you're frozen. and of course we've got Uday with us as well. You know,
I'm into everything, so
yeah.
and inspire people.
Yeah, well, I have to say, Uday is actually my one of my union mentors. He's done it all, from regional equalities, you name it, he's been on there. So he's the guy who I'm trying to follow. So yeah, just getting on to this. This is National Retail Day, so we're actually out here supporting all the retail workers. You guys got any thoughts about that?
Yep.
Feel free.
We need to have more people under the Osdor flag, because then they're all supported and we're supported with it.
And especially young people, we need more and more young people to learn about union and join the union, because they're the future of the country. So, you know.
And Jenny?
Yep, definitely agree. All the young people, we need to get them involved.
Anything else? That's it. That's it. It happens to everyone. Trust me. When I first started doing this, I used to freeze as well. So no worries. You know what we'll do? We'll catch up when we get back to the hotel and try and get a little bit more happening today. See you soon. Okay, so yeah, everything ended very quickly. By the time I got the coffees in, they packed everything up because the winds got really high. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
And
Time to wind up.
yeah, I mean, we've got these caps and then this high vis, so yeah, it was all good fun. And now we're heading back to the hotel. Following Google Maps while walking is
through the rainforest.
Yeah, just take a look. Just take a look. Thank God it's not night time because it would be really scary. Catch up if we get back in one piece. Alright people, we have not been, repeat, we have survived the squirrel attack. We are now actually on our way back to civilization.
Had no chance of any recruitment.
Continue on to Old Christchurch Road.
And we're still getting directions from a really cranky sat-nav. But look, doner kebabs, they're best. We know we're back to civilization. Processed foods. Oh,
And a Taco Bell.
yeah, there you go. Thank you for staying with us. Yes people, we made it back. We survived.
Just in time for lunch.
Alright people, time for me to start the hotel review. So it is the Mercure Hotel in Bournemouth, and there's always something that likes to disrupt your filming. So let's take a look, let's go inside, see what it's saying. Great foyer. Hey Barry, how's it going? And the setting is quite classical. Looks really cool. A great seating area, bar venue, lovely fire, even though it is July. Alright, so I was quite lucky to get my room key very quickly. It's supposed to be 3 o'clock for check-in, but I got in a bit earlier, so that's good compared to the last hotel where I didn't. So we're gonna go in now, check out the room. Alright, so I'm in the room now, so let's check it out, see what it says. So let's take a look here. As always, bed. Yes, I put my hat down first. And some complimentary waters, both sparkling, from Radnor. Tea, coffee, hot chocolate, lamp. Brought my laptop with me, I'll be doing things. Nice TV, all the same reruns. Has it got a room with a view? Kind of. There's a lot of views of trees. And cars below. So, while I'm reviewing the room, yes, of course, cupboard, cabinet, that sort of stuff. Right, so we've got the toilet, bathroom here. See what the facilities are. So, yeah, shower. It's not a microphone one where I'm singing in it. Yeah, looks all good. With liquid soap and body lotion. Wow, these guys have upgraded. So, I'll just check out something. This might be really bad of me. But that's the shower there. So yeah, the water volume is good. It's gonna fill up quite fast. And you've got shower facing the wrong way. Oh, that was all over the place. So the shower's facing the wrong way. Let's get the shower facing the right way, see how powerful the shower is. It looks like it's going to be one of those relaxing showers, which is fine. And they've got to start labelling which way is what here. But, you know, this is one of those facilities where you're going to just be here for a weekend. It's one of those facilities where you're going to just be here for the weekend just to enjoy yourself. You know, if you're coming in with someone else, even better, you know, spending the weekend by the beach. What more do you want? Just nice and easy. I'm going to just check out the bed. Ooh. It's soft, but not too firm. You're just sinking right into it. So there is, as you can see, there's an impression. It's not bouncy, but it's not too firm either. Not too soft. So it's like a medium. So hopefully I'll be able to get a comfortable night's sleep here. Alright, I'm going to check out the food facilities and all the rest of it, and we'll come back to this as well. Bye. Time for some lunch. Yep. Okay guys, I'm back in my room. Long day. It's just getting ready for the evening meal. So the lunch was not bad. There were sandwiches and some fries, and everyone just ran towards the fries like a bunch of vultures. It was just so funny watching it. Oh my god. Don't worry. I'm not going to edit that out. That's staying here. But yeah, it was good fun today. So we've done debating and improved our debating skills, which is the more important side of things. Because at the end of the day, we've got to stay sharp. You got to sharpen your axe all the time. You can't just be, you've done it, you know it, and you carry on. No, everything gets dull over a period of time. So when when you sharpen yourself back up again, you're able to take on the arguments that others will give you, and hopefully you'll convince them to your way of thinking. But sometimes you have to take on the other side of the argument as well, the side that you don't agree with, but have to go with, because that's the way it is. So it was sometimes just trying to go against the grain, and that can be difficult, because we all like to believe we're on the side of right. But sometimes what may actually be really the right way of doing things may not be in your personal, your personal value system, or you may not agree with it, wholeheartedly. But it is the right course of action. And how do you take that? How do you deal with something like that? Which is quite interesting. And there was some good debates that took place today. Yeah, so just learning, developing. I mean, it's really sad that Tolpuddle was cancelled, the Tolpuddle's event, because that was about the martyrs of Tolpuddle and commemorating them, because they are the birth of the trade union movement in the UK. It was going to be great to see all the other trade unions up there. I was really looking forward to it. But it is what it is, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to have dinner in the evening, get a nice rest, and then take it one step at a time. Let's see what happens for tomorrow. And yeah, have a great one, guys. Catch up later. Bye. Time for dinner. And it's halal, so it's going to be interesting. Let's see how it goes. Hey guys, I'm with this amazing singer here, and he's dominating the live scene tonight. My man, tell your name.
Hi, my name is Laverne Maddox. You may have seen me on BBC's Rock Till You Drop series. I'm still here. We're having some fun. I made a new friend, and we're going to have a drink right now.
Yep, and it's J2O. I'm keeping it halal.
Not me.
Take care, guys. Bye. All right, guys. Almost the end of the evening. It's been a long day. It's been a good one as well. I've enjoyed it. So, just to give you a quick update in terms of the meal was halal. So the chicken wasn't. They mentioned that, but what they gave was something different, which was steak. The steak was actually halal. They used halal meat for it. So the steak and mushroom pie, which was made like a shepherd's pie type deal. And it was really nice, well seasoned, cooked really well for a lot of people. So they've done a really good job in what they've done. The chips cooked to perfection as well. Overall, and the veg was a little bit on the hard side, but it was still okay. But having said that, it was all enjoyable. The food was really good here, so I do recommend the food if you come in with a either a company sort of thing, or if you come in as a group of people. So yeah, bartenders are great, all drinks are fine, it's perfect, it works well. And of course, they even had in-house entertainment tonight, which I enjoyed thoroughly. Live entertainment. You most likely saw the video beforehand. Had a chance to shoot it with the actual the lead singer, which is all good fun, and had a nice chat with him. When I mentioned that I was here with the trade union, he just went into a very deep and meaningful conversation about what trade unions had meant for him, being from the US, as well as him when he was in the UK as well, and he had basically gone through it. So it was actually really nice to have positive feedback about trade unionism in any capacity. We do a lot, so It was quite refreshing. Alright guys, I'm going to retire now and just have a good night. I'll catch up with you in the morning, let you know what the bed was like in terms of sleeping, and yeah, you know me. First night in a hotel away from family always is the worst night. You know, it's difficult to sleep, but you know, it's only one night here. It is going to happen. Let's see what happens. Have a great one. See you later. Bye. Good morning all. This is it, day 2 of the Tolpuddle weekend. I would have loved to have gone out to Tolpuddle, but they cancelled it. So there's no chance of actually revisiting any of the other trade unions that were going to be there. It's just what it is. Adverse weather conditions would have made things very dangerous for the Tolpuddle Martrys weekend to actually take place. But I'm going to carry on with my hotel review. And last night was actually a really nice night, you know, good entertainment. Sleeping in the bed was actually quite cool. You know, the bed was comfortable, not too firm, not too soft, but more importantly, you would get a good night's sleep. The only issue that I would have with the bed is the length of the bed. Your feet do feel like they're going to go to the edge of the bed. Just going to spin it around and just show you. Yes, that's right. Yes, I left the bed in a complete mess. That is correct. That's what you do. You leave the bed in a complete mess. Sorry, I like ranting and raving a little bit. So yeah, that was the bed. But you do get a good night's sleep. And yeah, fair dues. Pillows were nice, you know. They weren't too tough. They weren't too soft either. They've got it absolutely right with the pillows. And we know what it can be like with pillows. Sometimes they'll get too hot and then you have to flip it over to the cold side of the pillows just to get to sleep. But the room itself was temperature controlled as well. So it had decent aircon in here. And you could get the aircon coming towards your where you are within the room. In terms of the shower and the bath facilities, so yeah, you wake up, it's absolutely fine. The water volume is quite decent, but it does take a while to fill up the bath. The bath length was actually good size, so if you are of slightly wider width, then you're gonna be okay. You know, you're not going to bang your hips against any of the railings or anything like that when you're getting up out of the bath. There was an issue with a lack of a bath grip. So if you like taking baths and marinating, great. But when you're getting up, you have to be extra careful. The shower itself was, it was decent. It wasn't pulsing or powerful, but it did give a very good massage. The shower strands were very sharp. They were like needles hitting you, which is okay if you like a penetrating type of shower. But if you wanted just something to wake you up, reinvigorate you, you couldn't change the shower head. So the shower head settings were just that. So it was still good. Still, you know, it hits the mark and massages the muscles when you need it. Especially if you do a lot of driving, then your calf muscles will definitely need something like that. And yeah, I'm now going to get ready to go downstairs, have some breakfast, see what the breakfast is saying, and take it from there. So let's catch up with this and finish off this hotel review afterwards. Bye. Always wanted to do one of these types of selfies. There we are. So my breakfast this morning, yes, vegetarian sausages, fruit, hot breakfast if you want it, and yogurt, the standard. You take a look at the dining room setting. I made sure I came early just in case and made sure to get good seating. And of course, Uday is sitting right here just enjoying his coffee. So standard affair, you know, so let's take it one step at a time. But yeah, you know, the staff are very friendly and the environment and the ambience is quite accommodating. Alright guys, I'm back after breakfast and I tell you what, it was terrible. Let's go into more depth. I don't like really doing these kinds of things because it's food at the end of the day, but everything was either bitter, dry, overcooked. It just, or didn't taste right. You know, like the beans were definitely on the cheaper side. You know, even Tesco's has better quality beans than what I was tasting here in the hotel today. The eggs were overcooked. You know, really overcooked. That the yolk was not runny at all. It was just solid. When you're looking at things like the coffee, extremely bitter for the coffee that you're getting. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. It just didn't taste like a good cup of coffee. You'd have to put in a lot of milk to make it taste palatable. But far worse were on cooked to order vegetarian sausages. The vegetarian sausage was burnt on the outside, dry on the inside, and it was very hard to actually eat. Even the hash browns were so crispy that when you put the fork into the hash brown, the hash brown bounced away out of the plate onto the floor. So you'd think, all right, stick with something a bit more, easier, like fruit. The fruit that was there was just basically fruit that's just cut up. There's no juice in there, just to keep it moist, or anything like that. So you are struggling. Although the quality of the fruit was okay, it was all right. It was quite decent because they chopped up there and then. There was missing a few things within the fruit salad. You'd expect maybe a couple of grapes or some strawberry, or maybe bits of apple, green or red apple. No, it was just melons. It was a melon melody and a couple of chunks of pineapple, which is okay if you're into that kind of minimalist level of fruit salad. But if you can get better within a Sainsbury's or a Tesco's on their fruit salads, you'd expect the same thing from a hotel chain. So yeah, breakfast wasn't a great experience today, but it is what it is. Like I said, the coffee was extremely bitter. You can't really go too far wrong with these kind of things, but somehow they managed to. Even with the setup of the toaster. The toaster was not high enough on the heat. You had to put in your toast twice, so that you could get to the sort of right level of what toast should look like. Except that when you put it into a second time, you know what's going to happen. The toast either gets singed or it gets burned. So, that's for the hotel to sort out on their end. It is what it is. But breakfast is breakfast. It could be better. It should have been better, especially from a hotel chain like the Mercure. It's just one of those things. Alright guys, I'm going to get ready to check out and move on from this one. Man, I really wish we were going to Tolpuddle. Seriously, it would have been so good. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, so that's it. All done. Time to go home and the stay. I'll give my review on the actual stay once I get back and give some nice feedback on this one. But if you followed the journey, thanks. And we're taking a new day back, so it's all going to be fine.
That's it.
Have a great one, guys. See you soon. Bye. Alright, guys. I just wanted to do my final thought on, the weekend, the stay at the Mercure Hotel in Bournemouth. Sometimes you can react quite quickly. Maybe give it a day or two to sink in. Then you have a different reflection on what was actually happening at the time. And basically, the Mercure Hotel in Bournemouth was actually quite nice. Just in terms of the stay, it was average to good, would be the best way of putting it. The hotel room itself was actually pretty decent, and everything else was nice. Like the service was good. They were friendly. The staff was friendly. They were accommodating because we had halal meat, and there was a vegetarian option as well. Whether the quality was good or not for the vegetarians, that's a different matter. But the options were there. I know that a couple of the vegetarians who were there, it wasn't good enough for them in terms of the taste or in terms of the quantity of the food that was available. But it is what it is. For me though, the Bournemouth Hotel, the Mercure Hotel in Bournemouth did have a good variety of things. They did have a concert, and I did record that. It was free to attend. It was free to attend the concert, which was really nice for hotel guests. The drinks at hotel prices are a little bit on the expensive side, but I managed to get a couple of free drinks given to me, like blackcurrant cordial, lime cordial, in water, that kind of stuff. But like a J2O, a bottle of J2O was £3.50. Now £3.50, you can get a whole pack of J2O from the supermarket. But that's little complaints here and there. You're in a hotel, that's what you're going to expect. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I would. If you're going away for a weekend, or you're going to have a nice little time at the beach, because it was quite close to the beach. Many of my colleagues went to the beach when they had the chance, either early morning or when it was in the evening, having a nice little break, and thoroughly enjoyed the open air freshness of it all. Me personally, I'm pretty sure that open air freshness was a lot of sewage mixed in there, so that's why I wasn't too keen to go out there. But that's a different conversation for another time. Alright, so in hindsight, yeah, it's a good weekend. Go out there. The Mercure Hotel, you could do far worse. You could do better. There's no denying that, but you can do a lot worse. In terms of where it was, it's fine. It works. It was a pretty decent hotel. So, if I was to give it a score out of 10, I'll give it like a 7. Does that really matter? How do you quantify these kind of things? It's difficult because one person, it's down to the room that they have, versus the room that I had. The experiences are going to be different for each and every person. So the main thing is, forget that. If you want it, it's middle of the range. It's quite good in that sense. You know what you're going to get. Be happy with that. The breakfast, I would say, was very disappointing. Just stick with cereal. If you like your fruit, good. But, you can't go too far wrong with cereal. Alright guys, I'll leave you to it. Remember to give me a like, follow, subscribe, so on and so forth everywhere. And if you guys don't know how to do that, you all need to go back to school. So says the Tycoon / Haddy Nakri.